Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It is Bruce Jordan on Michael Jordan of Hotels. And this episode is being sponsored by Winslow Fisher Hospitality, here to fulfill all your hotel staffing needs. This woman needs no introduction. Everybody knows Jennifer. How have you been since the last time we met?
Good. It's been a while. I think the last time we met was, gosh, like a year of within Invigorate getting started.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so a lot
yeah.
of things have changed.
Yes.
What has changed for you in sales and marketing in the last 3, 4 years that you're starting to see? I know there has been a lot of system changes, a lot of procedural changes, everything is changing. So
Yeah.
give me your top 5.
Top 5. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I know top 5, but I will say I think the biggest thing we're seeing is how aggressive you have to be to get the sale. Because just with technology and how things are changing, so many more third-party booking sites, all these other things. So we have to be quicker than everybody else. You have to be very aggressive with what you're offering and making sure that you are actually reaching out to the person, asking for the proposal, because it nowadays it goes out to probably, every hotel within X amount radius. And whereas before, they could select maybe 5 or 10 hotels, and now it's just going to so many. So I
And they're
think
getting so many responses.
they're getting so many responses. And like, for example, we had one hotel that we started, and I think their response time was like 48 hours. And we got it down to 4 within a month of being there. And so I think that's probably the biggest, most important thing that you can do nowadays, and the biggest change that we've seen. We started right in the midst of COVID, and, people were just going after whatever they could get. And we're adding more strategy now. Things are getting back on track. Obviously we're traveling. Everybody's traveling again. And so, it's just been a big shift from how things used to be and how aggressive you really have to be and quick with your responses.
Nice, nice. For me, the number one thing that I think changed is that instead of just trying to spray everywhere,
Yeah.
I'm trying to target more industries
Yeah.
versus trying to trying to put everything on my plate. Because when I'm targeted industry, that industry has an association. I can pay a couple $100 to join that association. And then when I'm doing the calls, they give you a whole list of everybody that's inside the association. So when I'm doing the calls, I'm like, hey, we're a member of such and such. We sponsor such and such association. We take care of businesses like yours all the time when it comes to meetings and events and rooms and so on and so forth. So it's just been a lot easier for me versus trying to be everything to everybody.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that we see a lot of too is you have to be more targeted with your search, kind of like what you're saying. We're using tools now that where before you could probably just say, oh, I'm going to call on all the companies within a 5-mile radius of my hotel. Well, you have to be a little bit more strategic, and also people are harder to get a hold of.
That's true.
So you have to really have the right tools in place, like even using tools like Zoom Info and stuff like that. You can't really function without something like that nowadays, I think. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
Any recommendations that you have for the audience?
I think the biggest thing is making sure that you are taking the time to build a personal connection with the people that you're talking to. I've said it from day one. I've said it in previous roles. I think it goes a long way to make sure that you're taking the time to really understand who you're talking to and not just making a list of people to call on.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of time. Be really targeted in your searches, be aggressive, be timely, be quick, and take the time to get to know your clients.
And my number one tip for today is make sure you have the type of content to support the leads that you're trying to get. Because if you don't have that type of content and everyone else does, you might as well say goodbye. You're wasting your time.
Absolutely.
Listen, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks
It's a
for
pleasure
having
as
me.
always.
Always good to see you.
For real, for real. Tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
So we're Invigorate Hospitality. We do remote sales for hotels for short or long-term sales coverage. You can find us at invigoratehospitality.com, and all of our contact information is there.
All right. And thank you for tuning in. This is Bruce Jordan of Michael Jordan Hotel signing out.
It's Peter Wenzel coming from Las Vegas at the 2025 All In Hotel Equities Leadership Conference. I'd like to thank everyone that has sat down with Bruce Jordan today to talk about your experience and your insights throughout the industry. And if you are in need of hotel task force staffing, call me directly get in touch with me on LinkedIn. My cell phone number, 551-260-4453. My email address, and I look forward to meeting everybody and taking care of your hotel staffing needs. Call WNF and let us take your hotel one step forward and deliver the ultimate hospitality experience. Thank you.